welcome to Orientation, a virtual series where we will be orienting you to culture's next generation of hip-hop and R&B. My name is Shanice. I am the creator and founder of Orientation, and I'm so excited to kick off our first episode. Orientation will be getting you acclimated to some of hip-hop and R&B's most popular emerging talent, which is why I'm so honored to have our first guest, this very talented guy. You might know him from BET's Next Big Thing, as a member of Next Town Down, or from music media outlets such as Billboard and Rolling Stone, highlighting some of his solo work. Everyone, Southern Soul, Mr. T.A. Thomas.
Let's go. What's up?
Thank you so much for coming.
Nah, thank you for having me, Shanice.
Orientation gives fans an opportunity to learn more about you from your humble beginnings to where you aspire to be.
Yeah.
So we're going to hop into some questions.
Uh-oh.
Right. So recently, there was a clip circulating from icon producer, Mr. Jermaine Dupri, about how today's R&B artists don't grow up in the church. So can you tell us a little bit about your Mississippi roots and how gospel music played a significant role in inspiring your music and your sound?
Yeah. I feel like, one, I agree with that statement because I feel like church is just, I've been saying for the longest, church is like the first artist developer. You know, in church is either you can sing or you can't. And you got to be able to carry that feeling, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to like capture the crowd and keep them engaged while you're on stage. You can't really just be performing out of flesh. But yeah, me, myself, I'm from this small town called Hollandale, Mississippi. And my mom was a pastor. She's a minister at the time of me growing up. She became a pastor later. But yeah, like actually how I learned how to sing was after the church service was over, I would like jump on the piano and like
just get it in.
I was getting on, you know, that the church would be over and the guy would still be there and I'd be like, yo, I'm looking at the keys and I go home and I like put the keys and notes together and kind of taught myself how to play the keyboard. And like church was my first introduction into music, and for a long time gospel was the only music genre that I knew.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
That said, how did you transition from gospel to R&B, and what inspired that?
Okay, so like in the Mississippi Delta where I'm from, we got this thing called Southern Soul. And Southern Soul is a combination of blues, gospel, and R&B. Some country elements, but listening to those local artists, they was like the superstars to me, you know, growing up with these people you'll never know. TK Soul, Carl Sims, and Bobby Rush. People don't know who those folks are, but listening to their music, it kind of felt like gospel music.
Gotcha.
You know, it was truly soul driven, and it kind of introed me into Southern Soul, R&B, and some of the stuff that I make today.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And your recent EP, Caught Between Two Worlds, feels deeply personal, capturing like the complexities of relationships and all the things. Can you walk us through the inspiration behind that project specifically and how you channeled those emotions into your music?
That's a very vulnerable project, Caught Between Two Worlds, and you know, guys ain't too vulnerable these days.
They're not.
You know,
they're not.
It's a problem, guys. We got to fix that. But Caught Between Two Worlds was like me opening up my mail diary. I know it sounds crazy. My mail diary.
That doesn't sound crazy at all.
So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that doesn't sound crazy at all. I love it.
So in 2019, I had lost my mom. And when I lost my mom through going to therapy, I opened up a different caliber of my brain. You know, I started journaling. And I learned that journaling was almost like me talking to somebody, you know, but I'm writing these words down, I'm free writing, and it kind of unlocked some in my brain. And it actually helped my pen out when it came to writing. But when it came to Caught Between Two Worlds, I opened up my journal and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna talk about? And I was going through this situation, and she said, this young lady said to me, she was like, no woman want to be a mistress to the music. I was like, sheesh.
That's a good one.
You know, she was like, you making me feel like I come second to the music. And I'm just like, damn, this thing that I worked so hard for, and I have you right here, and you feel like you're second to it. And in that moment, I was like, you know what? I'm caught between two worlds. You know what I'm saying? And so in the project, you see these song titles, Pros and Cons, Bad for Me. It really was that moment made me reflect on all the relationships I had been in my life. And so the project really speak to a collective of relationships and kind of how I felt torn between the person I was with and the music.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That's very, very personal.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for, just kind of revealing as well, like, just different background. I actually also lost my mom in 2022. Yeah, so it's definitely
it's
been
a hard
really,
thing.
really hard. It's
Yeah.
very hard to navigate. That said, how do you keep your mental intact in the industry, but also navigating things like that as well?
Man, I have to tell you, like, it's tough. It's tough, but journaling, that's a superpower. Journaling is a superpower, but also I connect with my family a lot. And I do stuff outside of music that make me feel like normal. Like, I'm not always at the studio. I'm out hiking. I'm barbecuing. I like to curate spaces that feel like a kickback. So I'm
Yeah.
always hanging with my people, cooking, barbecuing, hiking, running. You know what I'm saying? Just doing normal everyday things.
Nice. I saw a quote the other day that said, "Nature is the new nightclub," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Word, no,
100%.
really word."
You
That's
can-
literally why I live here, so I can hike.
Yeah, I love
it's
hiking,
my mental
and I
state.
love the water.
Yeah, same. It's
Yep,
my
yep,
mental
yep,
state.
yep,
Like
yep.
I have to be here 'cause for my mental sanity. Seriously.
Absolutely. Yeah.
My next question to you is, how do you stay inspired? What keeps your dreams going?
I'm inspired a lot by R&B, by music. You know, I listen to a lot of the oldies. You know, two of my favorite artists, Ray Charles, Aretha Franklin.
Awesome.
You know, so I'm always diving into the legends. You know, I'm always watching docu-series, but also keeping people around me that are very creative, people that I look up to, people that's a little better than me, you know, keep me inspired. But also, once again, my family, they inspire so much of my music and my journey. My people, they really know me, you know, so they know the me outside of the stage and outside of all the interviews, the music and stuff. So they really, you know, they really keep me going.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. For those who don't know, you were a part of a group called Next Town Down, and now you're a solo artist.
Yeah.
How have those different experiences shaped the way you create music today? And do you
Yeah.
approach your solo projects different than, when you were in a group?
Man, look, I just had this moment yesterday. I was on stage and I was getting ready to hit this one note. And I'm like, look, I had a long week. See, when I was in the group, I can look up and be like, you got me today? So it's still moments right now that I look back and I be like, dang, I missed the boys. But I consider those days of being in a group like artist development. So I learned how to record being in the group. I actually kind of discovered my solo vocals and
Gotcha.
like how I wanted to sound while being in Next Town Down. And yeah, I mean, I learned how to record, I learned how to write. I learned so much stage etiquette and just like artist development shit, you know.
Yeah.
But me and the boys still connected. We write together, and yeah, the group days. It kind of sparked me to where I am now. Yeah.
Gotcha. That's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
In your song, you reflect on some personal challenges. Can you share what inspired you to create that track and how you've been able to maintain such vulnerability in your music?
For sure. I had looked at this statement, and it was basically saying that like you go to church, but like a motherfucker don't go to church and be like you don't go to church already like free of sin. You know, you go to church just kind of as you are. Like God don't want you to come to Him like showered already. Like come to me like how you are. You know what I'm saying? Because we can work with that. And so you know, where I'm at is basically just being like, hey, if you want to be with me, if you want to make this thing work, you just gonna have to kind of like meet me right here where I'm at.
Where I'm at.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel that.
Yeah.
I really feel that, especially like on life's journeys and stuff. Everybody on their own path, and that's something I actually came to realize. As far as like, if we align and our paths cross, cool. If we don't, then everybody on
It
their
is
own
what it
journey.
is, type
Basically, basically. Are there any dream collaborations for your future projects, and who are you hoping to work with?
I'm just gonna speak this out in the air.
Let's do it.
Joe, Brandy, Tank. I love Eric Benet, Jamie Foxx. Who else?
Legends.
Who
All of
else?
them
Who else we
legends.
got? Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh, that would be so fire.
Her.
So fire.
SZA. That's just to name a few.
You and her?
Yeah.
You and Jasmine?
Jasmine Sullivan is one of my favorite vocalists on earth. You hear me?
I'd probably be sitting there in a trance looking as far as both of y'all vocals are concerned.
Man, I love Jasmine. Church kids. Most everybody I just named grew up in church. So
yeah, and Jasmine's my Philly girl, so.
Yeah,
there's that.
that's why you from Philly.
I am from Philly, yes.
Oh,
yes,
that's crazy.
yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, so now we're going to play a quick game called You Have the Ox.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
Woo!
I'm going to give you a few scenarios, and you have the aux chord, and I want you to tell me the first song that comes to mind in these scenarios.
All right, bet. Let's go.
So you got the aux chord, and you're at a wedding. What's the first song you want to play?
Seems like forever. Johnny Gill, you for me.
Hey.
Let's go.
For inspiration and motivation, what's the first song you gonna play?
I'm gonna play Brian McKnight. What's the name of the song? Dark is the night, I can weather the storm. Never give up. Brian McKnight.
Got you. I was like, I don't know that one. But that's fire.
I like this game. I like this.
All right, what about to get the party started?
Man,
what you gonna play?
I'm gonna turn on Drake. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Drake
one
is
of my,
always a good time. You
know
can't go
what I'm
wrong.
saying?
You can't go wrong.
I'm gonna turn on Child's Play with Drake and Future. You know what I'm saying?
Fire. Now, what about when you got the aux cord and you need to throw it back to your childhood? What you gonna play?
I'm gonna play Anita Baker, Giving You the Best I Got.
Whew. Whew. Do the first note for me. Ain't there something I can't give? I can't sing, so.
In exchange for everything you give to me, read my mind, just make me feel just fine. When I feel my peace of mind is out of reach.
Sing it, boy.
Come on now. Come on.
Okay, and this is our last one.
All right, for sure.
You got the aux. You got to play something. The scenario is you on demon time.
Shit, goddamn. Demon time, yeah.
What you playing?
I'm going to play T.A. Thomas, Take It All.
Hey,
you know, I had to throw me out there, wasn't it?
Hey. Perfect. So that concludes our game of
sure.
You Have the Aux.
That's fire. I like this game.
Thank you. So thank you so much for joining us and being a part of Orientation's freshman class. We really appreciate you sitting down with us and getting to know you more.
For sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your boy T.A. Thomas and you watching Orientation, yeah.
Got me stuck between closure, starting over. One more turn just to show her. How could you not listen to the game I'm giving? We'll never come to our senses. Is it best we give it some distance? I ain't never learned to live in one decision. Should be minding my business, but I'd rather ask forgiveness than permission. I get a little addicted, probably pushing my limit. Will we leave it unfinished? For now it's only love. Got me feeling like I'm caught between two worlds, but I can't seem to find the right answer, and I'm so torn apart. And I'm here looking at your face, staring back at mine. It's hard to deny, it's such a natural high. Could I be the reason you won't even need him? Ain't gotta call it cheating. It's just a love-friendly conversation. Leave it up to me then. Give you something to believe in. Do we call it even? Is this where we leave it? Oh, I ain't never learned to live with one decision. Should be minding my business, but I'd rather ask forgiveness than permission. I get a little addicted, probably pushing my limit. When we keep it unfinished, for now it's only love. Got me feeling like I'm caught between two worlds, but I can't seem to find the right answer, and I'm so. And I'm here looking at your face, staring back at mine. It's hard to deny, it's such a natural high. Got me feeling like I'm caught between two worlds, but I can't seem to find the right answer in mine. And I'm here looking at your face, staring back at mine. It's hard to deny, it's such a natural high. And I'm here looking at your face. The song I wrote said this right here. I'm tired of fighting expectations. Oh yeah, I don't even deserve your patience. No, trying to live in the moment, but I don't want to keep you waiting. The part of me that you want, but I know that I just can't face it. Listen, but if I don't let it go, then I know that I'll do damage. Was all good and well when I had it, giving more than I can manage, yeah. It's so good, but it's bad for me. From my dream to reality, what you want is just out of my reach. It's so good, but it's bad for me. If I stayed, it'd be bittersweet. So I love you enough to leave, and it hurts to be honest, but not more than living a lie, yeah. Knowing we won't change, why do we run from the fate? Now we ending in tragedy. Two hearts too far apart, torn from the start. And I know that it won't be easy. If I don't let it go, then I know that I'll do damage. Was all good and well when I had it, giving more than I can manage, yeah. It's so good, but it's bad for me. From my dream to reality, what you want is just out of my reach. It's so good, but it's bad for me. If I stayed, it'd be bittersweet. So I love you enough to leave. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anybody ever had something that was so good, bad for me? So good is bad for me. Yeah. So good, but it's bad. Yeah. Anybody ever had something that was so good? So good, so good, but it was bad. Oh, yeah. Ever had something that was so good? Oh. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, oh. Ooh, yeah. Saturday we pray for lovers. Sunday you won't say my name. Monday through Friday we back together. Then suddenly everything changed. Suffocating in the silence. To sum it up, we playing games. Every time we make love, it's in vain. So when I say that I don't and I did, living like we don't exist, shooting my shot, I don't miss, but still not admitting it's different. Just to get close to my fix, it's like we're abusing attention for reasons I won't mention. Let's say what we both know we thinking. Oh, we like a perfect match in the rain. Water can't stop this from going up in flames. And I wish I could spare you to change. When hearts break, they don't beat the same. I would take the blame for you, and I would take the shame for you. The dust is settling now, I finally said it. You still grieving, I'm moving freely. First time in a while, it's not about if you need me. Don't mean I'm not hurting, cause I'm not bleeding. I'm moving freely across the valley. Linked up with Lisa, a girl from Cali, city to city. New beginnings, this all I ever want. So when I say that I know when I did, living like we don't exist, shooting my shot, I don't miss, but still not admitting it's different. Just to get close to my fix, it's like we're abusing attention For reasons I won't mention. Let's say we both know we think, yeah. Oh, like a perfect match in the rain. Water can't stop this from going up in flames. And I wish I could spare you to change. When hearts break, they don't be the same. I would take the blame for you. Oh, I would take the shame for you. We're like a perfect match in the rain. Water can't stop this from going up in flames. And I wish I could spare you to change. When hearts break, they don't be the same. I would take the blame. Oh, I would take the shame for you. Oh. I will take the shame for you. Yes, I will. Yeah.